What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Wall Street Bets Fails. Wall Street Bets is a Reddit forum where amateur stock and options traders post and discuss their biggest trades, and we're here to keep track of it all. First up, we have an up-close look from a Wall Street Bets YOLO of truly epic proportions. The New York MTA pension fund lost 97% of its value following risky YOLOs made by its asset manager, Alliance Global Investors. After the stock market plunge of March 2020, the entire New York MTA pension fund was only worth $9 million. At a 5% average yield, this would only produce $450,000 a year to support tens of thousands of pension recipients. It's entirely possible that because of this, New York's retired MTA workers will only receive a few dollars per year from their pension. Obviously, this is an epic fail on the part of the managers who oversaw the MTA's investment portfolio. But what really happened? Recently, the German asset manager Alliance Global Investors put out a study investigating what happened leading to this 97% loss. According to this report, their portfolio consists solely of option strategies grouped into three categories, including, quote, range-bound spreads, directional spreads, and hedging positions. Basically, they're just making massive YOLOs. In the conclusion of the report, Alliance claimed that the massive losses they incurred for the New York MTA pension fund was, quote, not the result of any failure in the portfolio's investment strategy or risk management processes. Rather, Alliance GI's normal portfolio restructuring was overtaken by the combined market decline and volatility increase. These people have taken Wall Street Bets to a whole new order of magnitude.
Stop it. Get some help.
Next, we have the user Ufang. He posted a screen recording of his portfolio taking a straight line down more than 96%. He lost all of his money on SPY calls that expired with the SPY closing just below the strike price, causing him to just barely lose all of his money. He says that only just now did he learn about call spreads, which is basically an options trade that allows you to take on less risk than just buying puts or calls. One commenter points out that this is not the only thing that he will be learning from this experience. Another commenter laments the fact that he could have been up 30k from the 12k base, but then was too greedy not to take some profits. Good luck, Ufang. Next up, we have an epic loss of 99.99% by user Robinhood Day Trading. He lost his entire portfolio by trading penny stocks, in particular PSTV, which has been a major disaster for anyone trading its stock. Wondering if there's any way that he can make his losses back, one helpful member of the community says, maybe so. Another commenter says that he deserved it. This is what we use Wall Street Bets for, the helpful input from fellow investors. Next off, we have the user Odd Atmosphere 6303, who posted a screen recording showing his Robinhood account rising 300%, or $11,000 in the beginning of September, but just 8 days later, this account crashed more than 95%, losing almost all of his money. The wild swings in his portfolio value were driven by calls on volatile WSB stocks Apple, Chewy, and Rocket Mortgage. Atmosphere 6303 explains that he tried to mitigate his portfolio's risk by hedging his Apple calls by buying Chewy and Rocket calls. But fellow Wall Street Bets users are quick to point out the stupidity of attempting to hedge calls with other calls.
What a joker.
Atmosphere 6303 is very self-reflective about his loss, admitting that it was mainly the result of his lack of mental acuity. The only consolation for Atmosphere 6303 is that he is not alone in his poor investment performance. User Big Nerd Barker posts loss porn showing his account losing more than $100,000 in only 2 weeks, making Atmosphere 6303's loss of $15,000 look like peanuts. Alright guys, that's it for this week's losses. We'll be back next week with more of Wall Street Bets' biggest fails. In the meantime, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Wall Street Bets Fails, signing out.